If you're an anime fan and have ever scrolled to the depths of X, whoa, not that one, X, Reddit or Discord, you have most likely came across one of these images. They are known as Gauntlet grids and basically ask how far the character featured in the middle goes before losing a fight.
Light work, no reaction. Light work, no reaction.
Ooh. Okay, it's got a little kick. Oh!
While these made up gauntlets have been the reason for countless power scaling debates, they actually got me thinking of anime characters who have actually ran the gauntlet in their verse. And I'm not talking about them farming fodder for the entire time. I'm talking about how they have slammed several high tier character after high tier character back to back to back. And while there are definitely specific examples of iconic and elite level gauntlet running, we first gotta put respect on the OG gauntlet runner of their verse. If you're a real one, you remember when Nappa gave the Z fighters that work. Except Yamcha, cause he got caught lacking by a Toy Story alien.
Ooh, got his ass! What the fuck?
And what's crazy about this was that Nappa was doing this as a second option. He wasn't even the final boss of this arc. If the Z fighters somehow beat him, they would have to fight a midget with pattern boldness in the main event. And looking at this sorry ass lineup, I know what you're probably thinking. Ain't this the wait for Goku lineup? How is this elite level gauntlet running? And you'd be right, as they are literally waiting for Goku to come save them in this arc. But what you gotta remember is this came right after OG Dragon Ball, where all these guys were all of Goku's biggest ops and rivals just the other day. So they still got their street cred, at least for now. So the gauntlet starts off with Nappa calling Asu on the Z fighters. He said y'all are trash. He says to Vegeta, "My glorious king, you don't need to get your hands dirty, so let me just solo them." Vegeta's nonchalant ass says, "I bet. Just don't off the green one, we need his ass for the Dragon Balls." So Nappa starts moving on some Broly timing, on some
"I choose you to be the first of my victims,"
and goes straight for Krillin, on some bold on bold violence, Johnny Sins vs Mr. Clean ass fight. Now look at Piccolo moving like his name in the title of the show, trying to save the day. He thinks his ass invincible because the villains still need him alive. Nappa had to let Piccolo know that shit ain't sweet, and that he can still get that work too, teleporting behind him, delivering 3 straight brutal leg chops. And oh nah, for how cold Piccolo be usually looking, like yes we see the fit, Nappa got him on a crazy pause, while also hitting a fadeaway with his body. That's just pure disrespect. If I was one of the other Z fighters, seeing the strongest member getting cooked like this, I'm packing it up and going home, because this is over. So Nappa got tired of pub stomping and decided to lock in, charging up his power so much he started earthbending, stealing Toph's entire bag. She should get to suing.
Oh, word for word, bar for bar!
Nappa's aura is too crazy because he already got the Z fighters leading, and he ain't even bust a move yet. How are they supposed to win? Chaotzu tried to counter by using mystical power, but Nappa's not allowing that shit at all and snuck the fuck out of him. Like damn, what did Mr. Mime ever do to you? Nappa starts scouting for his next victim, equipping his Hall of Fame chase down badge and charging at Tien. Like damn, first Krillin then Tien? This guy Nappa's the boldest, straight friendly fire, trying to be the last bold man standing. Nappa charges with a heavy smash, which Tien dodges, but then follows up with an elbow that Tien blocks. And before everyone can start yelling good defense, Tien's hand looks like he needs to start seeing Captain Hook soon. And sure enough, from the top rope like 2003 Brock Lesnar, Nappa punches Tien's hand clean off. And damn, they really had impact frames back in the 90s. Dragon Ball really did everything first. The pioneers of the game for real.
Get off that nigga dick, bro, what is you doing?
So now that Nappa took off his hand, he said he wants the whole load, trying to finish Tien off with an overhead smash. Tien weaves the finisher and on his future Gohan shit, tries to get his get back. But Nappa's not letting him get any free eats, trying to hit him with a
flawless victory. Still
with his chase down badge equipped, he flies over Tien, hitting him with a moonsault kick. We ain't ever seen a big man this agile since the Perk Angle days. And while Nappa got Tien on all fours, well I mean, all threes, get it? Because he lost a hand? Anyway, I'm just thinking, where are all the other Z fighters? Like why are they not jumping him? Like why are they trying to give Tien the faith of a one-on-one? Like he's not getting cooked. Just as I say this, the main man himself Krillin decides to lock in and begins running towards Tien. I don't know what his plan was since he don't got no senzu beans, can't hit the instant revive cheese, but whatever he was trying to do, Nappa wasn't allowing it, firing off a giant storm to try and send Krillin to King Kai's. Except this guy must have had no shooting badges equipped, cause how do you have 4 targets and you hit a total of 0 of them? Nappa needs to start investing in more VC for real. But we do know Nappa's trying to upgrade his Intimidator badge, because why is he mean mugging after throwing a brick, trying to make himself look tough? we find out that Krillin's just a goat decoy, because due to his distraction, Chaotzu's little ass was able to grab Nappa and activate self-destruct. And since Nappa died in that big explosion, this is where the video and the Gauntlet comes to an end. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe for more videos just like that. I'm just kidding. You got me. You don't even have to watch the show to know that this sorry ass looking puppet doesn't defeat no main villain. But I had you for a second, right? No? Anyway. But for real though, if you guys could like and subscribe, it would mean the most. Appreciate anyone who does. After losing his closest homie, Tien starts hitting the dang nabbit pose. And in an attempt to avenge his fellow Pokemon, Tien starts charging at Nappa. But to be honest with you, Tien should have just called it quits and went back to the lobby. His heart's just not in it. I look at these sorry ass strikes he's throwing. He's got Nappa's defense looking like Prime Mr. Miyagi, and he's not even trying. After throwing continuous bricks, Tien starts hitting low power mode, but Nappa talking crazy on the dead homies got Tien crashing out, hitting 2 high kicks that were blocked, then faking a punch to throw another kick that was also blocked. Like damn Tien, you really showed him your rage with that one. Nappa got tired of fighting mid, and finally said my turn, cheek checking the hell out of Tien and then slamming his shit into the ground. No diddy. He then flies into the air trying to get that dramatic finish. But before Nappa could hit the Swanton Bomb to trigger the cutscene, Piccolo and Krillin finally intervened and decided to sneak and jump him. It's not like they could have done this when they still had a full squad, not that it would have made a difference. But the two start creating a meteor chain, just like in that Battle of Z game, taking turns getting their licks on Nappa. The only problem with their plan was that they designated Gohan, a little child, as their play finisher. And when you see Gohan trembling in his boots, you already knew what was going to happen. He sells the combo.
This nigga is trash.
Realizing that they were a few sagas too early to see Gohan's true potential, Krillin and Piccolo said fine, we'll do it ourselves, and both activated Shadow Clone Jutsu to give Nappa that work. Now that it's a 6v1, they all begin to jump Nappa, and this is where Lil Me thought they would finally start getting some licks in, as up until this point, Nappa was basically still at full HP. But if Lil Me knew that this would be one of the sorriest attempts at jumping ever, he wouldn't have gotten his hopes up. Nappa basically said,
1-on-1, 2-on-1, or
6
on 1, I'll make them all need 9, 1-1.
Swinging on Krillin 1, knee guarding Krillin 2, and then slamming Krillin 3. Like damn Krillin, you didn't even get a single hit in. It's not like Piccolo was doing much better. Piccolo 1 was running the ISO but then gets kicked away. Piccolo 2 then tries to sneak from the front and gets punched. Piccolo 3 tries to sneak from the back but then Nappa weaves the punch and then somehow hits the meanest Pele kick. Like how did he get his leg up there?
How? I don't know.
Recruit might have some competition on being the most flexible big man for real. You could have blinked and missed this entire jump attempt, as just like that it was over. With all the clones recording a Tony Snell style line, they should all be ashamed of themselves. As Piccolo lands back on the ground, after getting cooked, Gohan starts running like a track star, and peep the form as he long jumps over this big ass chasm, like damn! Fuck saving the world. If he don't jump his ass into a long jumping arena, you'll do great. Word to Belize. Anyway, Gohan tried checking on his father, but Piccolo had other plans, remembering back when Gohan sold his combo.
End of flashback.
Causing Piccolo to get that weak shit out of here. Basically told Gohan to fly home, buddy, acting like he sold his whole parlay. You don't gotta do all that, bruh. While Piccolo and Krillin hold it down against Nappa, trying to carry the Z-Fighters legacy without Goku, like how LeBron and AD had to be carrying them bum-ass Lakers. The camera pans to Vegeta, who's just standing there, geeking at the fact that Nappa's been putting in all the work while his fit stays clean. Meanwhile, Gohan checks up on Tien, who's heartbroken about losing his homeboy. He's tweaking so bad that he starts seeing Chaotzu's ghost. He's moving like me when I fumble a baddie. We then cut to a montage of Chaotzu's greatest moments. You know, to try and make us all sentimental and stuff, because back then, it was thought that Chaotzu was permanently killed off since he was ready to wish back with the DragonBalls, so this was like a send-off video. But I'm not gonna hold you, I couldn't name you a single person who was devastated over this fact, like who was actually upset that Chaotzu was no more. And this video is gonna be long enough already, so we'll just go ahead and skip the cutscene on this one.
Skip.
My bad to the 3 Chaotzu fans watching this video.
Very gorgeous to me. But
Anywho, Tien gets up and decides to do what I do in Apex Legends, and that's third partying the fight, hitting one more
I fight for my front.
ass attack, which as expected, does absolutely nothing. Since Nappa got them unlimited shields, he's just too OP. It's not fair. This sorry ass attack causes Tien to die of exhaustion, adding him to Nappa's list of victims. After committing another act of friendly fire, eliminating a bold brethren, Nappa says the job's not finished, and plans to be the only bold member remaining within the DBZ cast by calling game on Piccolo and Krillin. But before he can fulfill his boldest ways, Vegeta calls off the attack. Noticing how sorry the Z Fighter squad is, he spares them by giving Goku 3 hours to arrive to come save them, and hopefully give him a real challenge. Moving like Scottie Pippen, attempting to call Jordan back to come save the Bulls. With 3 hours to spare, you would think that the remaining Z Fighters would try and cook up some plan to sneak and kill the Saiyans. But nope. They are just praying that Goku makes it back in time to come save them. They are not beating the Goku carrying them allegations. Goku better get his ass here in 3 hours or we're cooked. I am not trying to die a second time like Chaotzu. I'm not sorry like him. I wonder if Mr. Piccolo thinks we're cooked if my dad doesn't get here in time. Yo, we are so cooked if Goku doesn't show up in time. God damn it. After beating everyone's ass for the past few episodes, Nappa's finally on break. Normally when people are on break they go get lunch, chill with some co-workers, or have a mental breakdown deciding if they want to return to the place known as hell. But do you know what Nappa decides to do on his break? He decides to enter bot lobbies, pulling up on the Navy for some easy KD boosting, sweeping them in second straight LeBronto. Nappa then says, shit was trash, and enters the next bot lobby. Like damn, have these Saiyans not heard of a filler episode? They really be saying no days off. Nappa then attacks a nearby city, and then off the rip uses his finisher move on them. Like what? This is a hydrogen bomb vs coughing baby type situation. Straight stat padding. You don't gotta do all that, bro. And look how the impact frame got him posing for an Instagram flick. Like we are not gonna edit you, bro.
3 hours later.
So even with those 3 hours passing, Goku still hasn't arrived yet, and it's starting to get scary, as the streets are starting to say he's ducking Vegeta, like Jones is ducking Aspinall. But unlike Jones, my goat has never failed a drug test. He's too scared of needles.
Oh, hell no!
And he's definitely not one to duck no smoke. The real ones know that air traffic is just crazy right now. The Nimbus can't get through. Anyway, with the continuous absence of Goku, Piccolo, Gohan and Krillin must lock in against Nappa, who's just fiending to send more people to King Kai's. But they had 3 hours to strategize, surely they must have cooked up something. Krillin charges in first, serving as the group's entry, and Nappa starts cheesing thinking he's about to get a free lick. But Krillin has also upgraded his Intimidator badge, trying to look scary, taking that one pain image as an inspiration. Just know that the black SUVs will be pulling up to your doorstep if an image like that ever got out of me. I got no choice but to erase the footage. Krillin once again proves that he's the GOAT decoy, by hitting Nappa with the psych and blasting up in the air like Team Rocket. Got Nappa looking bewindled right now, signaling to Piccolo to flank behind like Reaper and grab Nappa's tail.
Hey, yo!
And look at Gohan finally locked in as their play finisher. Even he knows with the fate on the universe on the line that he can't miss these free licks. Except that Nappa must have put his tail on PDEs or that Master Roshi anti-perv training, because he doesn't become vulnerable when his tail gets touched. This allows him to bonk Piccolo on his head, giving him access to that premium CTE. I know Piccolo's suffering from a migraine of doom right now, which is honestly a good thing, because Nappa's using him as a ragdoll while Vegeta's still trying to get his fit noticed.
No! Why you doing this, my God?
Like, I don't know how this could be the same person. What happened to him? Gohan tried to hit a quick revive on his second father real quick, but without sensu beans, what could he do? But Nappa wasn't having it, trying to spawn kill Gohan before we get the chance to witness greatness. Bro kicking him like he's Sheamus, then hitting the backhand of doom like an ethnic parent. Gohan said those blows were nothing new to him, shrugging those hits off like it was nothing. Shit almost brought a tear to my eye. Almost. Nappa's glad that Gohan got that dog in him, and declares that their fight will be legendary, once again going in for that spawn kill. But out of nowhere, Krillin sneaks Nappa, delivering a 2-piece combo with a side of finesse. Shit was so clean it even got Vegeta impressed. He ain't never seen Nappa get work like this in his life. But Nappa was not letting that slide, deciding to take it personally, hitting a chase down on Krillin. But this activates Krillin's trap card as he starts charging up a Destructo Disc. And I just want to pause the video here real quick just to address how Krillin is the ultimate gatekeeper. Because early in the fight, Piccolo and Krillin ask each other if either of them have a secret move that they've been hiding for this moment. Both of them said no. Turns out Krillin was holding a whole move that at the time could cut through anything. So if he wasn't trying to use this on Nappa or Vegeta, their biggest ops at the time, who exactly was Krillin trying to save this move for? I'm afraid he was trying to turn Piccolo into Namekian sushi.
First try.
Anyway, Krillin busts out the Destructo Disc, and this move was the original Final Flash. Once you saw this move pulled out, you knew the villain would live to see another day. Should be catching the same amount of bodies as me lately. Times is tough. But Krillin having no kills with this move told me that he had the sorriest combos in the verse. You telling me you can't blind dudes with your Mr. Clean ass head, or solar flare, and give them a haircut with everything off the top? No wonder why this guy's only move in the Tournament of Power was a smelly shoe.
Hey, boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
26 years later and this guy's still got no bag. If it wasn't for Vegeta calling for Nappa to dodge, which is something another character should have done later, Nappa would have been the Destructo Disc's one and only victim, which would have been embarrassing. Nappa didn't take kindly to the scratch that the attack left on his face, thinking that it would have ruined his chances of becoming a Vogue model. Deciding to hit Krillin with Bardock's finisher move, Krillin tries to jump out the way but still got caught in its radius. Nappa be launching nukes at these guys. He tries to return the favor by giving Krillin his own 2-piece combo, charging up another nuke. But before that could happen, Nappa gets sneaked again. His lack of key awareness is starting to get exploited. Turns out Piccolo's still alive and well, and he sees Nappa's got blood in his eyes, so he tries to distract him. Goku's here! Only Vegeta's dumbass fell for that one, but not Nappa, he's too locked in. He hated Piccolo's joke so bad he decided to take it out on his son. He stayed trying to spawn camp this guy, but Gohan said he's not going outside like these other Z Fighter bums, and decides to hit a home run on Nappa's big ass. And Vegeta's not geeking no more, he knows this shit no longer a game. After getting embarrassed for the 30th time this episode, Nappa's finally had enough, hitting another finisher straight towards Gohan. And when faced with actual death, Gohan realized he's not built for this, realized the lights were too bright, the attack had him frozen still, had me thinking where's that dog he had before at, shit's gone. Kami already knew it was gonna happen, hitting the Mr. Oogway, my time has come. As Piccolo makes the save and jumps in front of Gohan, this writing is fire. So after turning into barbecue chicken, no racial, Piccolo dies. And spoiler, becomes the last person on Nappa's pack list. This is because the GOAT has almost arrived, but his death causes Gohan to activate a rage potion, firing off his own special move, the Masenko. But Nappa's tanky ass just hits a home run with it. And he trying to play it off, but that attack gave Nappa lifetime arthritis in his wrist, got his own version of Vegeta's arm pains. Nappa once again says the job's not finished, and walks over to Gohan to complete the gauntlet. And damn, just look at Gohan. He's like 4 years old and he's already giving up on life, but I didn't even get a chance to live. But as soon as Nappa tries to deliver the final blow, we get the coolest pull-up in the saga. Followed up by the second coldest pull-up in the saga.
Finally!
The Z Fighter's hard carry has arrived on the scene. And just look at how Vegeta flew 10 meters just to get a better look. Had to drip check Goku instantly to make sure he's not a fraud. But look at my GOAT, man. You do know he passes the eye test easily. After coming back from King Kai's, Goku's in his nonchalant era, walking around the map pretending he can't see his biggest ops, checking up on Piccolo. He doesn't, however, check up on Tien or Yamcha. He knows their asses are dead. He doesn't even question where Chaotzu is, he knows his sorry ass is dead too. And this is where Nappa tries to up his street cred, talking about some, I killed them all. Oh really? We never would have known. So Goku starts walking down Nappa, still on his nonchalant shit. Nappa once again thinking about to get a free lick, swings on Goku but hits nothing but air. He looking at us on some Dora shit, asking where's Goku? Bro, we don't know either, we are just as lost as you. Turns out Goku's with Gohan and Krillin giving him the sensu bean, giving them that full regen. Now that they got that full health again, Krillin's talking about, yeah Goku, we can beat him now. We. Just 2 minutes ago your ass was laid out and almost helplessly watched Gohan get killed in front of you. Just sit in the stands and let Goku get to work. After completing all his side quests, Goku went back to walking down Nappa, powering up just to flex a little bit, and then stopping straight away. He stayed blue balling us. Sick of getting a taste, I want the whole load.
That's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous to say that.
Don't look at me weird, Nappa felt the same thing, charging in going in for a bear hug. Okay then. We're my hug ass type of attack. You do you then I guess, but Goku wasn't messing with that type of contact. Hitting a sparking zero vanish and then hitting the Michael Jordan on Nappa with his foot. Just pure disrespect. Even more so when he hits the over the shoulder look. You just know Goku's fiending to get on IG to post this. Nappa starts doing what generic villains start to do when they get cooked. Talking about some, that was a fluke.
This is fake. This fake.
This is fake?
Yeah, that's Photoshop. That's fake.
And charges at Goku again. And this is where Goku becomes Weave Nation certified, dodging all these attacks with ease, and they said Ultra Instinct wasn't foreshadowed. Goku then uses Nappa's leg to catch jump up, and Nappa, thinking he can't dodge in midair, swings, but Goku starts twirling around him, trying to catch him when he lands, but Goku dodges that as well, and goes back to weave comboing. This level of finesse turned Vegeta into the Thinker, wondering how a low-class Saiyan became so clean. After weaving more consecutive normal punches, the fight returns back to a standoff, and this time, Goku goes on the offensive, hitting the live-action flash run. And I don't know what possessed Goku to do the most unnecessary, but disrespectful shit ever. If this ever happened to me, I'm airing the whole bitch out. Everybody gots to go. Nappa tries to get his aura back by hitting an overhead smash, but Goku blitzes him, hitting an insane gut punch that got Nappa looking like he just ate some nasty Thanksgiving food. He out here struggling while Vegeta once again trying to get his fit noticed. After getting Nappa on his knees, no homo, Goku starts mean mugging. He already knows he secured the victory royale. But Nappa obviously being a sore loser means he can't take the L gracefully, and hopelessly tries to land some last minute swing, which Goku just dodges. But Goku is sick of fighting fodder. He's ready to put his legacy on the line against Vegeta in a once in a lifetime type battle, so he punches Nappa away, dribbling him across the landscape. After getting cooked for the 10th time in a row, Nappa's just trying anything to secure the win, firing off a strong ki blow. Goku not only grins talking about
That don't work.
but blocks the attack with his chest while hitting generic gym pose 4. Like, we get it, Goku, you've been in the lab. Knowing that attack didn't work, guess what Nappa decided to do? He decided to hit the same attack again.
Is this nigga serious?
But Goku had enough of that, blitzing him and hitting him with an overhead smash to then combo him into a pile of rocks head first. And look at Goku using the over the shoulder look for the second time. He's moving like them dudes on IG who be spamming the same pose every time. Nappa comes at the rebel tweaking, throwing a rock at Goku like, bro, you are not Krillin. Even Vegeta is sick of this meltdown and starts chewing him out. And Nappa, if you don't look your sorry ass in, you can get your ass on the bench cause this is sorry. Nappa then says, yeah, my fault, and regains his cool. This allows him and Goku to go back to boxing. But as soon as he gets no hits in, Nappa starts cheesing, trying to go for both Krillin and Gohan. This has to be blatant stat padding. And Goku starts talking about some, I won't make it in time, I'm not fast enough. Bro, what? Like, weren't you just speed blitzing him the entire time? What are you talking about? How are you not fast enough to catch a fatigued 300-pound guy? But I know why he pretended to be slow. He just wanted to show off that new drip, activating that Kaioken. This guy Goku loves farming them style points, but I'm all out, cause that's the GOAT.
Oh my god, bro, is dick riding all you do?
Yeah.
Anyway, Goku catches up to Nappa with Kaioken, giving him back shots in the process, and he got his big ass all laid out like John Cena lifting up Big Show. He then tosses Nappa to his homie, and thinking they're brothers for life, Nappa asks Vegeta for some help out, needing a hand, which Vegeta accepts by launching him in the air and obliterating him.
Eliminated.
Straight backdooring his own teammate, moving like KD when he ditched Westbrook to go join the Super Team Warriors. Like, damn, my fault, Nappa. Guess you just went like that. So now that Nappa's dead, we can now analyze his Gauntlet running performance and rank him on this tier list, where we will compare him to other Gauntlet runners as soon as more videos come out. And as you just saw, Nappa was basically untouchable for the first half of the fight, eliminating fodder, mid-tier and high-tier characters alike. He also defeated other respectable opponents in the process. However, when he encountered the true elite tier characters of the verse, Nappa was no diff and rendered his fodder himself. Therefore, Nappa's performance will be ranked as a solid B tier, as he had a generational first half performance, but solid in the second half. He also only fought 7 people during this Gauntlet, which as you'll see soon is rookie numbers. Anyway, that's all from me. Leave any ideas for future Gauntlet videos in the comments below, and until next time, peace.